What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's the 14th of June. Taking a look this morning at Tesla stock, ticker symbol TSLA, over on the NASDAQ, which has been making one hell of a run to the upside. Very incredible, very strong run to the upside after a very choppy sideways market on a very nice run here. So guys, welcome to the channel. We're going to this is going to be a quick video. Just want to take a look at Tesla stock here, as it has been making also, you would imagine, a very, very nice run higher. From this higher low to where it's at now is basically a 69% move. Had a pretty steady move to the downside, lower highs and lower lows. Moving higher here, choppy, big gap down, undercut the low, and then boom, higher high, off to the races. A couple things I want to talk about here for Tesla as the price marches higher. So it looks like pre-market, as the NASDAQ is up this morning. So pre-market is at 263.88. We closed at 258.71 yesterday for Tesla. We are just above, so there's a gap right here in the market. So the upper end of this gap would be 262.47, and the lower end of this gap would be the 257.50. So there is a gap right here. And if the NASDAQ continues to stay up into the opening this morning and Tesla closes that gap, could be a little bit of resistance in this area, right around that 264 range. Also, it's the lower end of this little base here before it broke down. So it would be natural to see the price get up to this area, kind of consolidate, and potentially pull back. The NASDAQ hasn't really seen a pullback, at least of any magnitude, in some time. So keep that in mind. There is a gap up there, and potentially we'll close that this morning. Also, we have a gap in Tesla, which is right here. So the lower end of that range would be 235.23, and the upper end of that gap would be 242.02. So there is a gap right there. So potentially we open up this morning higher, close that gap, and then the market reverses. We also have a gap down here that I just mentioned. Not saying that's going to get closed in the same day. More than likely it won't, unless the market gets really ugly. But keep in mind, there is two gaps in Tesla that aren't too far away from current prices. One looks like it'll get filled this morning, right here. And then if the market does pull back, which it will eventually, potentially this gap in the, let's see, the 230s up to the high 240s is where that's at. Something to consider. Now, this gap down in here, there also is a lower gap right here. Basically, high 140s. Some of that got filled on this pullback here, but not all of it. That's much, much lower. That probably won't get filled for a very long time. That's my thoughts on Tesla, guys. Otherwise, obviously it looks good for anybody who, bought lower. If you're buying now, probably increasing your risk, because you probably will get stopped out on any kind of pullback. You should have been long Tesla much lower, probably from the 140s, and then maybe even once again from the 180s or so. And looks like pre-market we're at 264. So this thing is quite a bit higher from the bottom. So if you bought Tesla this year, 2023, let's see, Friday, January 3rd, basically right here, Tesla appears to be up roughly 140% year to date. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Let me know your thoughts on Tesla and any other stocks you want to see, or at least hear my opinion on. Make a video. Go ahead. Drop a comment. Let me know. Join us here on the channel. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that thumbs up. Appreciate it. Let's help the channel. All right, guys. Take care.